Welcome back, everyone. It's time for another video in the Echo Chamber series. I'm trying to lend our Muslim friends a hand today and point out a terribly flawed tactic they've been taught by their apologists that I think most of us would agree causes them to lose credibility. I've talked before about the don't defend, distract tactic, and in line with my liking of lighthearted alliterations, we can call a similar tactic the defense by deliberate distortion. There are numerous examples of this in the comments section. I only selected one to avoid wasting too much of your time and mine. Here, an ex-Muslim describes the freedom of leaving Islam. That freedom is deliberately distorted by a Muslim as freedom to fornicate. The obvious implication is that such freedom is not found in Islam. For someone who follows a so-called prophet with his much-lauded sex drive, who follows a book which permits men to have intercourse with their many wives and female captives, and who does all this while hoping for a chance with Allah's large-breasted virgins of paradise, freedom to fornicate is not exactly the sort of topic you want to bring up in a disagreement. But let's set aside, briefly, the sheer stupidity of that response. The defense by deliberate distortion is obvious, and we see it frequently. In addition to the comments section, of course, other examples include popular Muslim apologists who spend a lot of time living comfortably and prosperously in Western countries while describing how bad these countries are and how good Islam is in comparison. So Muslims, let's identify the defense by deliberate distortion and find out how to do better. What you do first is deliberately distort an opponent's beliefs or actions. Then you imply or explicitly state that the religion of Islam is superior to that misconstrued belief or action. So how does the defense by deliberate distortion make you look to your opponents? Well, first, since you're deliberately distorting your opponent's position, it makes you appear unable or unwilling to engage meaningfully with your opponent's perspective. It's not a very good look. And second, pay attention now, Muslims, it makes it seem as if your religion can only appear attractive to people when compared to a deliberate distortion of something else. Islam can't look good on its own. It can only look good if you compare it to something else made out to be worse. That makes your religion seem like a frail joke. Can you not defend your religion on its own without reference to anything else? Can you not defend your religion while honestly representing your opponent's position? So what could Muslims who want to follow a more honest path begin defending without deliberate distortion if they choose to do so? Well, we mentioned some of these earlier in the video. What's this deal with Muhammad's sex drive and the Quran permitting men to have intercourse with their many wives and female captives? And then, of course, there are Allah's large-breasted virgins of paradise. So Muslims, start by telling us how great Islam is with these examples. And when you're finished, I have many, many more such opportunities for you to show us how great Islam is on its own without comparing it to a caricature of something else. For everyone else, let's all watch as Muslims employ both the don't defend, distract, and the defense by deliberate distortion tactics in the comments section below, because sometimes it seems like this stuff is all that Muslim apologetics has left. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.